Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
Good. I was going to attempt your name again. PatrickOMSoZo.
Yeah, so.
Was I close?
Oh, you did just fine.
Oh, cool. You've been well? You've been okay? Been good?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, been good. Going through all kinds of changes.
Yeah.
You know, some very positive stuff. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. As long as it's positive, you know, if a door closes to something good will open, something good will start.
That's right. You know, and sometimes, you know, it's just inspire, get you to move, right?
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. It's all, you know, it leads you to your destiny.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes you take the short way and sometimes you take the long way. So
it all depends on the choices we make is so important.
And there's no wrong way, you know. That's the important thing to remember is we're all, you know, this is a journey, right? We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. A lot of people will say, well, we're all human beings or, you know, having a spiritual experience, but no, we're actually all spiritual beings having a human experience.
Exactly.
And when we're done with this experience, we'll be back just in our spiritual selves and go from there. You know, some of my beliefs talk about, you know, reincarnation. Jesus even talked about reincarnation. It's Matthew 12 thereabouts, and he had just finished exorcising a demon out of this young girl, and he turned to the people and he said, you know, some of you guys are not going to receive this. So he already knew the mentality of religion, right? And those filters that were already on his people at that time, you know, over 2,000 years ago. But he said, listen, you know, John is Elijah. You know, in other words, John is Elijah reincarnated. Okay, Jesus was reincarnated, right? I mean, so reincarnation is as far as I'm concerned, a fact. And so these are every expression of life. You have a choice, you know, before you come. And this is all speculation. I've done some hypnotherapy work. There's a sessions called, you know, past life regressions. You familiar with that? Yeah. So I do some of that, and it's very interesting. Some stuff that comes out of that. There's life between life sessions where you focus on, you know, in between death and birth, you know, your experience. And a lot of people talk about, you know, soul groups, and, you know, you get back together with spiritual people that, you know, with spirits that you are evolving with as time goes by, or outside of time even, because we're really talking about a place outside of time, space, you know. It's more in space time, you know, and Einstein and other people talk about the existence of that kind of thing, you know. God is in space time, right? He's outside of time looking in. He can look at any timeline, you know. I believe that there's actually, who knows the amount. I mean, it could be absolutely unlimited as far as if you think of timelines as different dimensions, right?
Yeah.
And then there's different dimensions. You know, then you have different dimensions to those each. I mean, it's just mind-boggling.
I know.
When you start opening that box, it's like, it just was like, there's so much to it, you know. So the best thing to do is try to keep things simple. And
I'm listening. I am listening. I'm being very rude sharing while you're talking.
No, you're good. You're good. I know what you're doing. It's all good. I just feel in the space, right? I can talk.
Yeah. You know what? The universe is so big for not to believe there's something else out there would be silly.
Yeah, and there's just so much we've experienced. You know, I've been ruined, right? I've been ruined by the glory of God. I've been in the presence of the Shekinah presence, the Shekinah, however you want to pronounce that, which means that the mothering side of God, the feminine side of God. And really, when people are healed and they feel that warm embrace,
yeah,
you know, like a mother would do, like Jesus described how a mother hen would gather up her the little ones underneath her, you know. And he was talking about Israel during that time. But, you know, my point being is there's two sides to God. Yeah, there's a masculine side, to spirit, and then there's a feminine side, and that goes for every one of us too. Each one of us are a mirror image of the creator, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I don't see anything else that would tell me any different. Now, that includes all the people that are born with unusual things like amorphidites. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in creation that we don't understand,
Oh, I know.
But really, it's all a reflection of the creator. And so,
I think I know one day we'll get the answers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I believe we have the answers in us. We need to remember them, right? We have to remember them. We have forgot. They've been muted from us or something.
There are answers. There is a holy grail there. There are codes there. You can see them if you know what they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So hi to Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
And hello to Tara.
Tara. Hello.
Oh, what's this?
Where are you guys from, Tara? Where are you from, Wendy?
So I think she's from Vegas, Wendy. So I did what you told Kat to ask for a Learjet. So I said I would like some toilet paper, please, and I got some 2 days later, so thank you.
So I said I was some toilet paper, please. I got to see. That's right. You manifested some toilet paper. It's that simple, right? Las Vegas, Ohio. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you now, the power of prayer is amazing.
Yeah, so did you do that whole sigil process, Wendy? Not sure if she can. Not sure if she can. And something just to bring people up to last week, we were talking about, it's basically writing down a prayer that no one else knows what it means except for you. And it's called a sigil. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. And it is just a prayer, and it's a matter of articulating what you want in the written language, be it whatever language you speak or read, and then taking bits and pieces taking the letters out of that phrase, and then making some artwork by connecting the letters energetically. And there's no wrong way of doing it. Some people take their time, and you can do it at a certain time of day, right? If you're into charts. And you can do it during the time of the month, full moon, new moon. There's all different kinds of techniques, and none of them are wrong. But it's what stimulates you. It's all comes back to faith and your intention. Intention is another way of saying faith, right? Intention and faith. Faith is the substance of things not seen and the evidence of things hoped for. So that's the evidence. When you make a sigil, or perhaps you just write down, you journal a prayer in English, like I said, there's no wrong way of doing it. You're articulating your faith. You're exercising your faith. You're putting out an energetic statement to the universe. This is what I will have, right? And you notice how I formulated that phrase. This is what I have. In fact, get rid of will. This is what I have. Don't even use will, because the universe will only hear the like you haven't got it yet, so I guess you won't get it yet. You won't get it yet, so you need to say, this is what I have. I have. So the universe is like, oh, he has it. Oh, gee, well, we got to get on this. We're behind, right? And it's that simple. If we can exercise that kind of intention or faith, and on a disciplined, like a regular basis, or some type of ceremonial, something that gives it the idea, the passion that you have for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, right?
Faith is a real energy. I say this. Faith, you can feel the energy of faith if you believe.
Listen, everything uses faith. You use cards, be it strictly like tarot, like a real tarot deck, and you're a tarot reader, and of course there's all the discipline behind that. It's still an exercise of faith. If you're using ruin stones, if you're using, I don't care what it is, it all takes faith, be it dark art or
you can feel it though,
or the holy arts. It's all about faith. Okay,
but you can actually, I can feel the energy of faith, because I believe in God so much. I feel that energy.
And that's what you want to hold on to in the moment that you're creating whatever sigil or prayer that you're doing. If you feel that faith, then you want to take a moment and breathe into that and try to amplify it, try to make it more present in your conscious being at that moment. Again, like I said, like listening to music, a song that'll help, so you have that unction, you already have the feeling, and you're starting to articulate your prayer. And then you're like, man, if you just add, maybe I'll light some incense, and something that I really enjoy, or I'll have some fresh cut flowers around me, or, you know what I'm saying? And so that's your olfactory and your sight, and maybe some beautiful colors around, or pictures that inspire you, all at the same time. If you can engage as much of your natural senses into the creation of that prayer that you're articulating by your faith, then you have that much greater of a chance of seeing the manifestation, at least perhaps even sooner than what you would have.
Yeah, and once it starts happening in your life, it continues to happen. Like, great, if you're on the right path in life, great doors will open for you. But you've also always got to remember, and I always say in the tarot deck with the magician card, that I always believe there's one thing missing out of that, and it's called a respect tool. I think respect is a key to life. If you respect people, it will open doors to the right people. If you disrespect them, it'll close. So
I agree. And you can even take that respect and call that honor too, by honoring other people. Like you honor me by interviewing me. You know what I'm saying? I honor you by being here and showing up. And, you know what I mean? We're honoring each other. We're honoring those people that are on the chat right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Toya, hi. Is it Toya? I hope
Toya,
hello. Hello, Toya. Where are you from, Toya? And so we're honoring Toya and Wendy and Tara and Tony, and so when you start that energetic honoring, and something starts brewing, right? Something starts vibrating at a higher rate, and you have the agreement. So you have these higher frequencies, and then if someone comes in on a lower frequency, guess what happens? They automatically get in tune, because it doesn't go lower, it goes faster. It'll what's the word? Emulate the higher frequency. Anything lower that comes in has to come up higher, because that's the law, right? There's certain natural laws that happen, and that's one of them. So
that there is universal laws, definitely.
Memphis, Tennessee. I just had some barbecue last night from some brothers from Memphis, Tennessee. I think they're from Memphis. Good stuff, Barbecue King. So yeah, and I do a lot of blues and stuff too, Toya. So I'm in Memphis. I'd love to go visit there someday.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So what you got there today? What cards and what
well,
you got?
I use a deck from Ireland. This kind of that's the outside of the deck. Inside, it's swords and wands and such, like it's just a different style of kind of tarot. And I don't really, when it comes down to it, and we'll do something here in a little bit. I'm gonna pull some cards for people, just to kind of be a blessing.
Oh, it's Easter. Why not?
Yes, the resurrection. Is that this weekend? Is this Easter weekend? I'm like not even paying attention to the calendar these days.
Yeah, it's Easter Sunday here in Melbourne today.
Okay. Oh, you guys are already there. Well, happy Easter. That's one of the things what a beautiful insight about what God did. If that's something, which I believe happened, I believe Jesus did what he did. And I believe in the resurrection, because there's a Shroud of Turin. There's actually physical proof of the resurrection. And a lot of people will say, well, no, that's been carbon dated to like the 1300s. That's because it was being stored. That shroud was taken from Jerusalem to Paris, to up there by Paris. And there was a fire in the sanctuary in the 1300s where it was at. And the nuns even did some repair work to it. But when they did the carbon dating, it came back to 1300s. Why? Because there's the smoke from the fire. So they ended up doing some pollen testing where they took some tape and pulled pollen. That pollen is only associated, the plants where they're located only grow in Jerusalem. That's the only place in the world that they grow.
Wow.
And it had pollen from Jerusalem on there. Not only that, they can't recreate the image on the shroud. They would have to kill a person to get that image, to get the heat up hot enough. So it's amazing. That's physical proof. I don't really need that because I've seen enough in the spirit as far as, some of the stuff that I've come through in Western Christianity and all very valuable lessons. I work as an exorcist, what some people would call an exorcist. I don't focus on the dark, but I know my authority. King Solomon was one of the, if you know anything about King Solomon, he was like one of the most powerful exorcists ever, the King David's son. He's also one of the wisest men. Jesus talked about dealing with the demonic, and it was never meant to be a big deal. Catholics, in my personal opinion, they really make the process a lot harder to see. You see all these brutal movies and they tie people up. A lot of stuff does happen, but when you bind those things, they're bound. They can't cause the person to puke. They can't harm the person in any way, physically, mentally, or otherwise. Once you bind them, they're bound, and that's it. So it's that simple. And no one, even in the occult, when I say occult, the secret arts, those things, black magic and stuff, binding is the shit. That's how they move. And they know that if they don't know how to bind what they're dealing with, that they're going to get their asses handed to them, because they tend to use a lot of dark energy. Or you get, not all angels are holy and not all, demons are wicked. Demons just another way of saying angel or spirit, right?
Well, there's Archangel Gabriel. Now he's known as trickster. Have you heard that?
What's that?
Archangel Gabriel is known as a trickster.
Yeah, exactly. They're a lot more human-like than what we can imagine. They have sense of humor. They also can get angry. They can be mischievous. They can be a trickster. But when it comes down to ministering to someone, that stuff doesn't even matter. You bind them, they're bound. I don't care if they're angels, demons, whatever. Human spirits who have passed, who have refused to move on in their calling, can do poltergeist stuff. They can be possessed too, even though they're just a body. They can still have entities that are latching on to their spirits and using their energy. See, these things are powerless without us. They're just a bunch of limp biscuits if they don't have a soul to cling on to. And that's why there's so many movies making them out to be so vicious and so. Guess what? They can be if you just let them. If you have no knowledge, you're gonna get your ass handed to you every time. But a little bit of knowledge, and guess what? They don't get to play no more. They know it. Believe me, they know it.
I've been visited over 20 years ago by incubus. And I told, I won't go into what that's about.
I know what that's about.
I like, F off. Yeah, they F off me.
Yeah.
And it come back.
Right. That's because you exerted your authority. A lot of people, they get so scared and they don't even think of saying that, or rebuking them or telling them to F off or whatever, right? That's a form of rebuke. That's what you did. And it works, man. And so the best defense you can have is a good offense. Burn your sage, burn your frankincense and myrrh. You don't have to worry about those kind of things. You just need to be aware of it and take the stinks. It talks about the full armor of God and in the Bible, where you gird your loins with the spirit of truth. Don't go around lying to everybody, exaggerating and trying to be more than who you are, because that will get you bit, right? And that's what putting your loins, that's your root chakra, right? That's your reproductive system and everything is in your loins, right? Be it male or female.
Judge Judy says.
Okay.
Judge Judy, she always says, if you don't lie, you don't have to remember what you say.
That's right. It simplifies everything, man. And I try to live my life I'll try, I tell the truth to my fault. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten myself into trouble, made wrong decisions, and when called on, I'm like, yeah, I did that. Not even realizing perhaps that it was a wrong decision at the time. But my point being is, I'm not going to lie about that. There's nothing to gain. And then you have to remember all those different levels of the lie that you told. And that's really hard. And that's where the stress comes in, and one feeds the other. And now you're worried about, and it's all going to come out anyway. So,
and universal law, if you lie, it will send back, it's like universal law. You get something bad, like bad karma.
Yeah, exactly. You're just feeding the wrong dog on that. Feeding the wrong dog, and so and it's so tempting when things look and feel so hard, right? Like to fess up, and the embarrassment that can come right from that, because it can be embarrassing. When I make a mistake, that's embarrassing, and but it's freeing when you do. If you just try to stay in that spot, you go through the embarrassment, just like we go through grief, right? There's 5 stages to grief. You're not going to get by grief without going through those 5 stages. That's it. That's because it's universal law. That's how we work as a soul and a spirit in this realm. And when you grieve, you got to go through all 5 steps there. You're not going to skip it. And so a lot of us are walking around wounded because we won't do it, because some of those stages are a little painful, to acknowledge. I mean, they're happening, but to acknowledge it, to look at it, you have your remorse, right? You have your anger, all those different, there's 5 stages, and you can certainly look that up, and I can get them for you if you need them. But I bring that up because those things are landing strips, right? For the negative, right? When you have those kind of stuff going on, you talk about karma, and really in this life, anything you've done in this life that's going to come back at you is called dharma. There's a difference. Karma is your next life, and the stuff we're sowing into that expression, right? But anything that's going to come back now, like they say, karma is a bitch. Well, they're really talking about dharma, because dharma is a bitch. Dharma is what comes back right now. It could literally come back the second after you finish doing whatever you did to fight it in the first place. It can be quick, or it can wait some years. But anything that you experience in this life that's coming back, be it positive or negative, because there can be positive dharma. I mean, I'm sowing that. I'm opening the door for people, because I was raised that way. My dad, taught me to open the door for women and stuff, and for just people, not just women. And it's funny because people want you to, be PC, and some women don't want you to open the door for them. I don't care what. If I'm going to open the door for you. If you don't like it, then that's all right, but I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to worry about being politically correct when it comes to being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. And if some woman wants to rebuke me for that, then God bless them. They have that right too. But I'm still going to open the door.
Well, I'm going to leave you with your show for a bit.
That's fine.
You've got 7 people in there at the moment. And
Jillian, all the way from Scotland. All right. Thanks, Kat. I appreciate you.
Jillian from Scotland. Hello to everyone. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Tony, my love. Tony the Global Healer. And I've got celebrities on my list over here. Jillian. All right. Yes. So why don't we do a little something? I do intuitive card readings. I do pendulum stuff. Yes or no. That goes back a long time. If you look back, and like in the Bible, for example, the Hebrew culture had the ephod, which was on the back of the chest plate of the high priest. And there was a black stone and a white stone in that ephod. And they would ask yes or no, questions. It's in the Bible. It's in several places in the Bible. King David referred to it pretty religiously. And that's all a pendulum is. It's yes or no stuff. I can do some of that. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I'm well. Amanda, where are you located at? I'm just asking where people. I mean, it's really interesting how we come together as a global community. Someone from Scotland, Ohio, Mississippi, or Memphis. if y'all have any questions, let it fly. I'm a certified wellness practitioner. I went to SWIHA, Southwest School of Healing Arts here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a certified life coach, transpersonal hypnotherapist. I do some past life regressions, life between life. We can do some guided meditation and stuff for helping dealing with anxiety, high blood pressure. Healing techniques. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a Shefa master. When I say master, I'm not saying, I'm the shit. What I have is enough of it. Very well, Amanda. Thank you. I have enough knowledge to have my head wrapped around it to be applicable. I can help you. NLP. A lot of NLP techniques are very, very successful, EFT, emotional freedom tapping. In fact, we may be doing some of that. Anybody's interested in emotional freedom tapping? You guys want to learn more about that? And Deborah Hale would love a read. Okay, Deborah, where you at? You got to tell me where you're at, and then I'll pull some cards for you. I'm just reading the live. I'm a male multitasking. That's a scary thing. All right. Julian Shaw. Hello, Julian. And I already said hello to you. I'm getting a little random. Tara Lynn. Hi, Tara. Southern California. All right, Deborah. We got this Irish deck for you. All right, so you don't have to go into any specifics, but just yes or no in response on this. Cards are just a touchstone. I'm going to do a pass card for you here. And Amanda's in Florida. Deborah. All right, so this for Deborah. This can be for, you gotta know that you can receive anything that you see. If you have a witness in you, then it's probably for you too. So I'm probably gonna have to get me glasses and turn on another light. So give me one moment, please. I will be right back.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Oh, you're back already? That was quick.
All right, I just had to turn on a light here so I could see the cards. All right, and we're gonna do some cards for Deborah here real quick.
No worries.
All right, we have King of Pentacles, Deborah, sponsor, philanthropist, wealthy, stability, successful, manager. Now, this is a pass card. I pulled this. Let's back it up and see how beautiful that is. King of Pentacles. That's like a headdress, even. That's beautiful. So you can see some of the words. These are keywords going with it. So perhaps you were or are a small business owner or something to that degree, real estate, I'm not sure. Managing, and bottom one is you got stability, successful, manager. Amber Chic is in England. Very cool, Amber. All right. So Deborah, does that mean anything? That's your past card. Now we're going to do a present card, meaning right now. Getting old as a bitch. King of Cups. Oh, healer, composed, stable, secure, influence, understanding. All right, Deborah. So this is talking about where you're at right now, and due to the fact that you're even in this room, the whole healer and such, you've probably been on a spiritual journey and still are, and you're hungry, and things are moving for you, moving in a positive way. Look at that beautiful. So that's the King of Cups. Really has a lot to do with your third eye expanding too, I believe, giftings and learning more about how to move and who you are. Does that make sense, Deborah? Oh yeah, manage a restaurant. There you go. So I think you're moving. I think you're going to be changing industries because this is the present cup, right? You're composed. Healers right at the top. Right at the top. This is a great card. Stability. Sounds like you're in a good place. I think you're already in the spot. And you may have already pulled the trigger, so to speak. You're already doing it. Yes, all right. So now let's do a future card, all right? This is kind of an example of a mini. This takes about 15 minutes thereabouts, and this one's free. I may do some more too because any of the money you can't think of like you're paying for a reading. Okay, you're giving a donation to me or whoever you're seeking some spiritual counsel from, and that's a donation. The gifting is free, really. It is. The reading's free. It's just an energy exchange, right? It's appropriating an energy, an energetic exchange between you and the practitioner of whatever modality. Be it right now, it would be like these cards. So here's a future card, and my glasses. Oh my goodness! Wow, number 10, Wheel of Fortune. I think whatever's going on there is going to be really good. Luck, change, event, destiny, chance. Bam! That's kind of cool. And that's a Fibonacci curve. That snail looking starts wide and comes back in and keeps getting narrow, or vice versa. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. Luck, change, event, destiny, chance. And it's number 10, Wheel of Fortune. Fibonacci curve. Google that. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. Fibonacci. God has a sense of humor when he gave me language, or at least to try to do language. So it's a holy shape, sacred symbol. So I hope that blesses you. I hope that encourages you. Whatever you're on, do it. Take the chance. You got good luck. You got all kind. I mean, you're set up, Deborah. So that's a great reading. I hope that blesses you. All right. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a pendulum. Let me do a pendulum. 10 is the meaning of a new chapter. Yes, there you go. Tony's interjecting there. And if anybody gets anything that's live right now in regards to interpretation of what's going on, hey, let it fly. Let's hear it. Job's been there. It's horrible, but business is horrible. Yeah, that's because it's all about the change, huh? You've done there. So, but there's stuff opening up that you're already aware of. My caller is being all funky. Act on it, okay? Act on it. You ever hear the joke? It's kind of a joke. There's a massive flood, and there's a lady on the roof, and a boat comes. She's believing God's going to save her, and this little skiff comes along and says, "Hey, come on, get on." And she's like, "No, God's going to save me." And he's like, "Okay," and another bigger boat comes by a little bit later, and they're like, "Come on, we're saving you." And then, "No, God's going to save me." And then a helicopter comes, and they lower her down the rope. She's like, "No, God's going to save me." So she ends up dying in the flood. And she gets up, St. Peter, however you want to think, Jesus, let's say. And she's like, "Jesus, why didn't you save me?" He's like, "Well, I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter." So, let's not over spiritualize everything. Good luck is a good word. So I would go for it, Deborah. I wouldn't even hesitate. You already are doing whatever you're doing. I think you have a really good idea, which is a lot further along than a lot of people are in that regard. So pull the trigger. Don't be afraid. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but a love, power, and a sound mind. You know what you're doing, Deborah, so do it. All right. So I'm going to do yes or no. Let's see. We had some people on here. You're welcome, Deborah. Dion Salmon. Me too. Dion Salmon. You got to tell me where you're at, Dion. Where were you at here? Amanda. Yeah, man. That's the one, Amanda Faye. So that's Amanda. Message. May I have a message when you're finished with everyone? Amanda, did you tell me where you're at? Let me see. Hi, Mrs. Cat. I need help smoking. I need someone to hypnotize to stop smoking. All right. And we have Amber Chic in England. Now go back up. Do I still have the Scotland? Where's my Scotland? Jillian, you still on here, Jillian? Just thinking of maybe if you'd like to ask a yes or no question, I'll give you a pendulum so I can give an example and show people what that's about. So Jillian from Scotland, step on up, mate, as they say down in Australia. I can't wait to go to Australia, Kat. That'll be cool. I know that's coming. My dad, who I know is hanging around me a lot, that always wanted to go to Australia. So I know we're going to come down and see you sometime, Kat.
Sure. Yeah, we actually, I think I've told, I don't know, I'll speak to Patrick later. I have a guest room in my new place I'm going to.
What's that?
In the new place I'm moving to, I have a guest room.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Right. So we're set up then. I can go koala bear slapping.
Yeah. Really?
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't slap a koala bear. I'm just joking. They're so cuddly. You know, they have one of the meanest growls there is, though. Did you know that? You ever heard that? They're vicious growls. I mean, it sounds like a grizzly bear. This is little furry thing, and they're all like, it's intense. It's funny. Australia's got some interesting animals down there. So Dion is from Salmon. Dion Salmon's from Montreal. All right, Dion. And I was wondering if brother from Scotland or sister from Scotland, I couldn't tell. If you're not there, if you're there, if you hear me, come back on. Dion, you're from Montreal. Do you want a yes or no question, Dion? If you do, please state your question. It has to be yes or no if you're interested. And what we're going to do is some pendulum, right? And no. All right. So basically counterclockwise right now is no, clockwise is yes. Yeah, yes or no. So if you got a question, lay it on me. And we will ask Spirit. All right, Dion? So there's a lot of different modalities in the spiritual world, right? You have pendulum, you have tarot cards, you have different energetic work like laying on of hands that talks about in the Bible. You have Reiki, Shefa, you have healing touch, you got theta. Theta is very interesting. That's a very powerful technique. It all is pretty much the same thing. It's just different ways of activating. Will my son be here soon? Will my son be here soon? Okay, that is Dion's question. We just want to connect for Dion, Father, and she wants to know if her son will be here soon. That would be yes, Dion. Now, where is he coming from? Amber Chic. Is my brother okay? I'll check on that in just a moment, Amanda. Dion, is your son in the military or something? Demarin Louise. Hello, hey, may I have a call, please? Yeah, if you tell me where you're at, Tamarin, I will give you a card. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I'm still waiting for an answer from Dion in that sense. But I believe your son will be there soon. Okay, so Amber Sheik, is my brother okay? So Amber wants to know if her brother's okay. So Amber wants to know if her brother's okay. Amber Sheik. I have to say that there's something going on there, Amber. So I would definitely pray for your brother. I don't know specifics, but the answer is no. So not sure what's going on there, but definitely we lift your brother up, you know, be love and light over him and whatever that situation is. God. Cameron, hello, we have Paul Mathembu. Hi, I'm Paul. First time here from South Africa. Want to start a business. Will it happen? Thanks. All right, South Africa. Very cool. Bless you, baby. And Australia, Queensland. All right, Cameron, and you wanted a card. All right, Paul. I'll get back to you here in just a moment. Maybe since I'm still doing the pendulum, I'll stay in that. Tamara, give me a moment here, okay? So Paul's starting a business, and yeah, I want to start. So he wants to start a business. I'm connecting with Paul. Yeah, that's a yes, Paul. Will it happen? Thanks. So yes, it will happen. You know, some tips to making it happen. You know, start walking towards it. Get your business license. Find out if you need to get any insurances. You know, most of the time, insurance you can do on a monthly payment kind of deal. If you need to get some type of insurance to cover the business, get some business cards, start a website, start a Facebook. Go, 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 go. Okay, Paul, that's happening. It's only going to happen as quickly as you lean into it, right, brother? All right, and now Tamara, I'm gonna shuffle the deck for you, hon. From Queensland, Australia. We have people from South Africa. Oh, the person from Scotland I was helping to connect with, I don't think they're still on anymore. I can't tell like a list of everybody that's like on, but that's okay. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. You know, you only get out of it what you get in, what you put into it, right? And I'm talking about faith or intention, which are both the same thing, really. Intention and faith, intention. Is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. So that's what faith is. It's acting, even though you don't see nothing, even though you don't feel nothing or smell nothing. Or, you know, a lot of people just work off of sight, but their smell, their sounds, vibrational sounds. That's something that we can talk about too. I'm going to do a shofar blast in a little bit. It's a healing therapy. A lot of people have been healed by this specific horn, actually. A lot of people. It's called a Grand Yemenite. Yeah, that's what it is. And we blow in this. And if you have your headphones on and you're, you know, in your place of receiving, there may be some healing for you. Emotional, physical. I've had shoulders, necks healed, backs. Had a lot of emotional healing through the sound of the shofar. You're welcome, Paul. Good luck on your new business. I'm excited to hear what it's all about. Be sure to send, you know, come in here. We'll help you promote it, you know, put a link down to your website. You can get free websites too, Paul. You go to a lot of different companies like Wix and stuff. You don't even have to pay. You can get it set up. You can have your online store, t-shirts, marketing stuff, pins. You know what? Just go for it, man. Just go for it. All right, this is for Temrin. All right. We're gonna do a quick one for you here, past, present, future. Hopefully this bless you, Timrid, and anybody else that this is a witness to you. You also may receive. All right. Oh, all right. God draws near the humble, right? Reading glasses. The irony is, I'm nearsighted, but I wear contacts. So guess what? If I didn't have my contacts in, I'd be able to see this just fine. This is, wow, 16. The Tower, revelation, awakening, realization, sudden change, Tamara. Bam. Look at that beautiful vortex of light. Now, come on. I'm trying to get this where you can read it. You got the glare of the lights. And I'm drinking a little bit too much coffee. Come on. There we are. You see that? Now, this is past. This is stuff you've been delving. Obviously, you're in this channel. So spiritually speaking, you've been hungry and you're looking. And obviously, you asked for some cards. And guess what? You already know everything you need to know, right, Tamarin? But we all need each other. You need me. I need you. You need to do and lean into whatever it is, giftings, because you've got something going on, girl. You got something going on. Awakening, revelation. What is your revelation, Tamarin? What is it? And then there's a realization. That's like having that. It's like a paradigm shift you're going through. You're going through. I've gone through it. Everything. Your filters have all changed. Does that make sense? Please let me know, Tamarin. Tamarin. Rind. Anyway. All right. Present, Tamarin. Ace of Wands. Ignition, initiation, passion, energy, direction, creativity. That totally goes with the last card, right? And look at that. Ace of Wands. A wand is a touchstone. It's a directional device for the power of your spirit. It does not work without you or someone from mankind. When I say mankind, I just mean, I don't like to use the term humankind because that comes from a different source. We are the image and creation. You are a god, Tamarin. Everybody that's on here, this is a gathering of gods. So, the card before this, your past, was talking about revelation and all that stuff. This is about ignition, getting started. This is now. Now, Tamarin, now. Did you leave yet? Are you started yet? You should be doing whatever it is that's on your heart, that's driving, that's keeping you awake at night. Maybe you want to be a reader, a healer, or maybe a teacher. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't, this is a touchstone. I get those things in the spirit. I think that has something to do with that. Definitely is something unique to you, Tamarin. Yes, I'm feeling very excited about that card. Yes, all right. All right, so future Tamarin, here we are. Ooh. So, all right. This is awesome. The Fool, it's the number, I mean, that sounds bad, but it's really not. Because it says God uses the foolish things in this world, if you read the Bible. It's the number 0, right? The Fool, beginning, blind faith, innocence, and fresh start. All right, Tamarin. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Feel pretty? Let's see if I can get a little bit more shadow. So you have beginning, right? Blind faith, incentive. Let's see. Innocence and fresh start. That's a good card, huh? That's a good reading. I hope it bless you. All right, you take that. You can get all the cards and have 1,000 cards pulled a day, but if you don't do nothing with what you get, you don't do nothing. That's it. There's nothing more to that. That's all there is. If you get information, spiritual information, and you're hungry, and that draws it out of the practitioner, right? Oh, hold on, Tamarin. There's a card that was upside down on the bottom for you. So let's see what it is. Knight of Pentacles. Cautious, thorough, realistic, unwavering. A little bonus card. It's a shield. Knight of Pentacles. It's got that, a lot going on in there. Cautious, thorough, realistic, unwavering. So you take what that means to you, hon, and apply it to your life. It's got the beautiful stars around, angelic presence in your life. All right? Good, I'm glad. I am glad that means something, man. So, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I think, hopefully you got some headphones. Y'all got headphones? It's time for some sound therapy, right? We're going to blow away perhaps some anxiety and uncertainty, maybe some pain with the shofar. So if y'all could post over there and let me know if you got your headphones on. So it's really going to be a lot more effective if you have headphones, right? And if there are any more questions, please let them fly. This is called the shofar. They're in a lot of different cultures. It's in the Hebrew culture, of course. And the ram's horn, I also have a ram's horn. They have different uses and stuff. But a lot of people have been healed by this specific horn or by me blowing it. All right. I have mine. Good. All right. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I'm glad you like them. I really appreciate that. So hopefully you have your headphones on. Here we go. Now, my intention, my faith is that if you're dealing with anxiety or depression, or if you're dealing with head trauma, body trauma, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual attachments, anything that's not yours, I bind it right now, and we're going to blow it away with the shofar. And that's one of the names of God, right? So Jehovah Shofar. All right, here we go. God bless you. So, you'd be so kind as to put over in the chat if you had a positive experience from me tooting my own horn. So, in creation, the smallest thing that we're aware of is a wavelength. The sound, light is a wavelength. Sound, that all have colors and different things that'll happen. They're like keys to many doors, right? Toya Lewis. There's a question on here from Toya. She wants to know if her son, Jamarcus, right? Hopefully say he gets a favorable decision from Social Security. Let's find out. Favorable decision from Social Security for Jamar. Favorable, yes or no? Favorable decision, yes or no? I'm getting a yes. They're just coming through now. So I hope that blesses you. Yeah, I was waiting on you to toot your horn. That's awesome. Hey, I just came across this live stream. Have a card, please. I'm from Ireland. Well, I got a deck that's from Ireland, so why not, right? So Chelsea Owens. All right, Chelsea. You know, strangely enough, my heritage way back comes from Ireland, and I can do an English accent and maybe a whole Australian thing, but Irish accent, I'd love to do it. I just, it won't come out my mouth the way it sounds extremely dorky. So I won't even give it a shot. So, but I love the accent. It's beautiful. It's amazing how different languages, even in English, when you apply, like you have different areas around Europe that speak English, but they have their own kind of dialect with that. Here in the States, even Louisiana, they have a dialect of French English mixture down there, Cajun. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Actually, I think there might be another term for it. Very interesting. Language is interesting, and that's what I'm a Shefa master and Reiki too. Both those deal with language. They use the energetic language of drawing out the symbols like a shin, the three flames of God. And I just released the fire of God for you guys. That's the love and passion of God. And I hope you feel it in your solar plex right now. I'm about to pull some cards for Toya, Chelsea in Ireland. All right, Ireland, past, present, future. Please tell me if they're relevant to you. I certainly assume they will be. This is for Chelsea Owens, right? Chelsea. All right, Chelsea. All right, Chelsea. First card we're going to pull is relevant to your past. And we have Four of Wands. And Chelsea, even though you just tuned in, I have to wear reading glasses. So. Oh, nice, Chelsea. Four of Wands. Joy, party, vitality, invitation. This has something relevant to your past, Chelsea. These cards are from Ireland. You have as it is above, so it is below. This is in your past. It sounds like you had some good times going on there. The Four of Wands. A wand is, of course, a touchstone, expression of power. Four is governmental, order, structure. Seems like things were pretty good. Isn't that pretty? Hopefully you can see that. Chelsea Owens, some joy and partying in your past, vitality. All right. Invitation. There were some invitations and such. All right. Tell me if that's relevant to you, hon. And now we're going to go present. Oh, my goodness. All right. I got this card earlier for someone else, but it was in a different spot for their life. It was in a future. This is a present time. It's number 16, the Tower, revelation, awakening, realization, and sudden change. Chelsea, which is why you're in this room in the first place, no doubt, or in thinking you're on a spiritual quest. We all are in some degree or another, but you're now stepping into revelation, right? That means you're awakening. In fact, it says awakening, the second word, realization. Oh, haha, and sudden change. So something's going on, Chelsea. Something's going on in Ireland for Chelsea. There's revelation happening. Perhaps you're learning about whatever giftings and such that you have, and you do have. You have awakening. You have a realization. What a beautiful vortex of lights that is. Pay attention to the colors. Yes, that's your connection. Sudden change right now. Does that mean something to you? Huh, Chelsea? You still there from Ireland? Now we're going to go to your future card. And we have Queen of Cups. Caring, sensitive, intuitive, patient, trust, and medium. So that's the Queen of Cups there. That's your future. That's what's coming, Chelsea. Obviously, that coincides with the card you just had about revelation, realization. And working in the gifts, it's about that top word, caring. I hope y'all understand this. I don't do this because I'm trying to build a name, be famous. I am infamous, but not worry. That's not my goal. My goal is to help somebody. I want to help somebody. I want to help somebody go deeper within themselves, go deeper outside themselves. Be willing to give yourself away, right? Do it. So that's your future. I hope that was a blessing. You asked for it, huh? Chelsea, you're welcome. Tanya, you're welcome. People in my old church. Oh, yeah. I came through the Pentecostal. I definitely would be considered Pentecostal. Though I don't, I'm not going to touch that. I blessed that expression of love through the Western Christian Church, but, Jesus wasn't Christian. So, what time is it? It's 5:02. We're going to come start drawing it to a close here soon. There was lots of stuff going on. You can reach me through this network. You can message me. You can also find me on Healing Modalities, Wellness Healing Modalities on Facebook, Patrick's Wellness. I hope it was a blessing to you guys.
Thank you for your show. It was really good.
I'm glad you liked it. And anybody really get some effects? I haven't seen anything. Peace. Okay, Tamarind, peace came over you. Good.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Good. That's good. Wow, some interesting sounds in the sky. Wow.
Oh, the trumpets. You should talk about trumpets.
Could I hear the ram horn? Wendy wanted to hear. I didn't give Wendy a card or a pendulum. Let me get the ram's horn. We'll do this for Wendy, and then we'll be calling it a close. Is that all right, Kat?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, give me a moment.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Look out.
I'll be back this time next week again. And also, Tony the Global Healer will be on.
Give me a moment here. I gotta get my headphones back on. And let's do that. So what we have here is a shofar, but this is a ram's horn shofar.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like anyway, so I want to give this a blow. If you have headphones, please put them on. It's for Wendy. So this is for you, hon. And for everybody. But you asked for it. Ram's horn is a little different on effects. It's more, it can be for anything, but really, it's excellent for detachment. So, if you feel like you're having a little problem with detachments, this may be the remedy. So, let's have your headphones on and take yourself a good intentional breath and relax. All right. Well, that's awesome, Tara. You're welcome. Here we go. All right. Let me know how that went for you. That was ram's horn, shofar.
Bless you. Amazing.
You're welcome. That was for Wendy. You're welcome, Wendy.
She's
Be the change. Yes, be the change you want to see. My brother Rex from YouTube channel. I can't remember the name of his channel. He's a funny guy. He talks about UFOs and all kinds of stuff, which are awesome. And perhaps we'll talk about that one of these weeks. I'm going to start going more live more often too, Kat.
Are you on next week? Are you on next week?
Yeah, maybe multiple times, 3-4 times or so. We'll see what you guys want and what I can do, and
yeah, of course.
If y'all are
interested. Thank you for watching, everyone. And this is me.
Yep.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What are you laughing at?
Because every time I try, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I usually cut people off. It's usually me. And this has been Alliance live show. And we will see you all again. Tony, the Global Healer, is on tomorrow night, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes, at Mountain Standard Time. Is it 7 p.m. or 8 p.m.? I think it's 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
I think it's 7.
Anyway, if anyone wants to find out, please subscribe to our website or show to get notifications when she'll be on and all our other readers that are on the show. That's what you have to do.
That's what you got to do.
I'm sort of breath it.
So be like Nike and just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, bless you guys.
Bye-bye.